I like a lot, and it's really on a scale of 1 to 5, I would say this problem is a level 4, level 5. But if you can use the strategy of plugging in numbers, this problem becomes a piece of cake. So the question is saying which of the following down here is equivalent to this expression. So what they've done is that expression right there, they've rewritten that somehow over here, and I have to match it up. Now, one of the things you can do is try to factor this out, which I think is somewhat tough if you're not comfortable factoring out exponents and whatnot. So this could be a little bit tough, or like I said before, let's make up a number for a. Let's make a2, okay? Let's make a2 and solve for this. I don't want to make a3, 4, 5 because then these numbers start getting big. I want to make my life simple. So this becomes 3, 2 plus 2 minus 3 squared. 2 plus 2 is 4, so it's just 3 to the 4th minus 3 squared. And 3 to the 4th, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, and then 27 times 3 is 81. So it's 81 minus 9, which is 72. So when I made a2, the answer for this expression comes out to 72. Now all I'm going to do is plug my a down in all these answer choices, plug the 2 down in all the answer choices, and see where I get 72. A I can cross out. B, 2 minus 2 is 0. 3 to the 0 power is just 1. Anything raised to 0 is 1, so that's gone. C, 2 plus 2 we already figured out is 4, but 3 to the 4th we already figured out is 81. So this one's going to be 8 times 81. I'm not even going to solve this out because I know it's definitely not 72. And then lastly, we move over here. This will be 8. 3 squared is 9. 8 times 9 is 72. Matches up with what we were looking for. My answer is D. Now, no matter what you make for A, your answer will work out. You can try making A1, you can try making 810 if you want, but if you make 810, this becomes 3 to the 12th. That's 3 to the 10th. Why work with such big numbers when you can make small numbers up and it'll still work out? Only one thing to keep in mind when you do plug in numbers is, let's say if I made A1, and I'm just going to make a pseudo number. Let's say the answer over here came out to 3, even though it doesn't, but let's just say the answer came out to 3. See how A is saying 3? What's going to happen is you have to plug that number back into all the answer choices. In rare circumstances, 2 of the answer choices, let's say A and C, gave you both 3. If that were to happen, you have to go back and switch up your A to a different number, recalculate this, and try it out between A and C. So the only thing when you plug in numbers is plug it back into all the answer choices. Let's say, for example, over here in A, I got 72 when I plugged in 2. I would still plug it back into B, C, and D just to make sure that I don't get 72 anywhere else. And if I got 72 somewhere else, I would go back, switch up my A, get a new answer, and then try it again in those 2 answer choices. The only stipulation about plugging in numbers.